What's up everyone, iShock here. I want to start off today's episode a little bit different. Now that I've established the direction of the series and set some goals, I want to take a break from all the dialogue and explanations and just let the video tell the story. With that said, our first mission today is to hoard an unnecessarily large amount of Easter eggs and candy. If you want to know more details about the event, you can check out my 5-minute Ark Excellent Adventure Guide for all the different items and loot. The video is on my channel. Let's go. So I ended up basically filling an entire vault with just candies, and then I had about 2,000 more eggs and stacks of 100 that I'm going to hold on to for now and open later in the event or even after it's over. That way I can get out and tame as many of the unique colored dinosaurs from all over the different maps as possible before it ends. I flew home the several hundred candies in my owl's inventory, and then I went and pulled the several thousand eggs out of upload and transferred to my base. I'll finish putting the rest of them away now real quick. While I'm doing this, let's catch up on what else is going down between episodes. I lost my mining drill in a post-production accident yesterday, so we need to get a new one. I jumped on the game while editing to grab a quick clip, and then I forgot to log out. Like an hour later, editing, I realized it was still on and I was already dead and despawned. So we need another mining drill. As a solo player, the mining drill is really nice for gathering metal. Most of you probably know already, but if you haven't used the drill yet, it's got solid range. It makes metal 1/4 the weight and stone nearly 1/10 the weight, I believe. I haven't harvested element on Genesis with it yet, but I'm assuming that's also one of the materials that it affects as well. I take out a Procoptodon with about 2,500 weight, and I can bring home just over 10,000 raw metal. Also, as of like 2 weeks ago, that was only about 5k metal from right outside my base. The wildcard buffed the drill again just recently, and it's got me gathering about double what I was the week before. I put my Procoptodon on low follow range. If I can't get on it, I hit it with the whip and it circles back to me. When Genesis first launched, I saw videos of people mining while riding a dino, but I've been unable to recreate that. I'm assuming they either changed their own server settings or it was patched. If any of you know the secret to that, let me know in the comments. I found this Google Doc resource online that lists many of the mission's most common drops as well as some helpful notes on the missions. I believe it says it's made by Singularity from CA8. I've tried Googling to figure out who and what that is, but I came up empty. I'll link the Google Doc resource in the video description so you can check it out. If anyone knows better where it's from, let me know so I can add more links and better credit below. I ended up running the Ruffle Some Feathers mission a few times. I was up all night, it took several hours. The first few runs didn't yield any drills or BPs. It was consistent with what the Google Docs said dropped, so I kept running it and hoping for a mining drill. I did get some tech claws and a few other decent items, some of which are grindable, so easy resources at worst. Eventually I did get a base mining drill drop and 125% drill BP that's reasonable cost to make. Ruffle Some Feathers isn't too hard on Gamma. Sometimes when the snow is really heavy it's impossible to see where any sort of tracks are though, and it can be really frustrating. I completed it in under 10 minutes one time, but others took 30 or more when the storm just wouldn't let up. Also, this is the first time I really understood how the hunt mechanics work as far as the prints and such go. It seems like the first few seconds of the scan will reveal anything in the vicinity, and then you have a few seconds to activate them before the next scan goes off. You want to get them activated ASAP so you can stand further away for the next scan to trigger more prints to be activated. That is if you're trying to be efficient time-wise. I still need to experiment more to see how many you can skip, but I felt like if I missed too many tracks, the new ones wouldn't show. I wasn't really sure if I was just getting lost in the storm or if the tracks really weren't showing. I need to test that further. At the end, after a bunch of successful runs and a ton of loot, I was getting ready to upload out, and my Manic armor seemed to have gotten hit or something. I'm not sure if it changed to neutral somehow or just bugged out, but it shot straight up in the air and disappeared, and after a bit of looking, I just gave up and went to bed. I couldn't find it, and it was really late. I'd been running that mission for hours. So the next morning, I got up and spotted this 150 male X-Rhino with the Easter colors. It was in the same vicinity where I lost my mana, which I did end up finding eventually after I KO'd this rhino and I was waiting for it to tame. I'd been breeding them already, but all the ones I had were very tame, so I'm gonna kibble tame this bad boy and stud it out to the many females I already have set up. This should boost my stats on them just a bit and add some really cool colors to the line. The X-Rhinos have a really neat pattern on their fur. We'll go into detail on the baby X-Rhinos more to start next episode, maybe also look at some other things I've started breeding from the event, but really I want to spend more time on Genesis ASAP. I really want to see what some of the Easter Bloodstalkers, Ferox, and other new dinos look like. I definitely want a few of those before the event ends, that way in the future when we start breeding some new lines we have some crazy colors to throw into the mix. I've set up a base in Ocean Zone. I really like these pillars early on, but originally Ocean was 6 times damage to bases in PvP, so when I first got started on Genesis on MTS and such, I only had a small fob out there. Since then though, they've removed the 6x damage debuff out there, so I've set up a base on this cluster, and this is where we're going to primarily progress from on Genesis while I explore the rest of this expansion. I'm looking forward to cleaning up the rest of this pillar and starting to plot out where the base, dinos, and defenses will be set up. If you learned something new or you just enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can click my iShock logo on screen or one of these videos to see more of my content. Thanks everyone, peace.